Turn the bass up, you about to turn this place up. Turn it up, 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 turn it up,
If you don't feel like searching the dictionary term, the Wikipedia term for node, J bottom, top, is, definition is, an open source cross-platform back-end JavaScript runtime environment. JSRE that runs on the Chrome VS Engine and executes JavaScript code outside a web browser. Node.js lets developers use JavaScript to write command line tools. And for server-side scripting, running scripts server-side to produce browser produce browser. Consequently, Node.js represents JavaScripts everywhere. So the first keywords, these are just keyword notes. And for me, being a visual learner, having a whiteboard to spread out notes is very helpful if you look extensively and I zoom all the way out. This whiteboard is not empty. So if you see that, right? That's the extent of it. It's just a visual keyword tour through the basics of the JavaScript of Node.js. So where do we start? Let's go to what is Node.js. Okay, we just read it. Is an open source cross-platform back-end JavaScript runtime environment. It's built on Chrome's JavaScript runtime for easily building fast and scalable network applications. Scalable is the keyword. Okay, so here, first thing that in this stupid developer lingo is called Hello World. When can we just remove Hello World from the equation? Thank you. Thank you. Do I hear a yes? Oh, thank you. Okay. Console.log. It outputs a message. That's the first thing we know that happens in some JavaScript. Node.js. Ooh, what happens next? What do we have next? Okay, there is character set. Throw that character set in your head. JavaScript is case-sensitive language, so little my-var and big my-var and capital my-var and web app and then web app and then web app and then web app. All are written using Unicode, 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 Unicode. So let's just think of this character set as, let's insert a mental note. I want to add an image. And the mental image will help me remember what type of language that I'm working with, even though I don't know what Unicode is. But I know it's a universal code. I just did a big boo-boo. I painted my $2,000 HP laptop's pad, meaning it's click touchpad. I painted it with nail polish. Was that a good idea? I don't think so. Now it feels weird, but I just wanted to do aesthetics. Like I just want to like totally paint it. Oh, where is this now? Okay, so we want to go to desktop, general, Barbie, and then unicorn. Okay, so we'll think of this character set as best Barbie games. Ken and Barbie. So two is usually with two, but really, if you think about it, each of them are one. So that's Unicode. Unicode character set. So with white space and new lines, JavaScript ignores white spaces. Are you listening? Am I talking too much? White space and lines. Okay, class. Silence, silence, kids. Please, please. Shh. Hello? Class, settle down, settle down. Okay, white space and new lines. JavaScript ignores white spaces, tabs, elaters, and line breaks. This way, JavaScript programs can be formatted and indented. Formatted code is easy to read and understand. So, with JavaScript and Node.js, we have what you call our comments. This is a single line comment. This is an example of a single line comment. If you guys can see that. This is a longer multi-line comment. And then, however, comments cannot be nested with star and then star. You get the syntax error and it's back to broken. Also, text written between slash star and star slash star. So this little area right here, star slash star, and this is really a big to do. This area right here, star slash star and star slash. Getting those, knowing when to appropriately use those and when is very important. So, and then obviously we are going to be using variables and having to know what is a variable, what is variables, and why do we use them? What are they for? Why is variable the fifth key item in the Node.js link? I'm calling this the Node.js link system. I'm going to add some text. The Node.js link system learning diagram. Why? I mean, I really like this whiteboard, and I know there's others, and I'm just using Microsoft Store just to save time, honestly, besides to search for better software. I mean, it's just faster, it's better for the computer, it's faster. But I just don't understand how, or either I'm retarded, I can't figure out how to change the font. Like, I can't figure out how. Now, this is where I'm having like a learning curve problem because I know there's a lot of people that use Surface Edition, iPads, Surface Pads, Surface Pros, Mac Pros, all those laptop Surface Ink environments. And not everybody uses that. So when you're switched to ink mode and using this tool in itself, it's totally different on a tablet. Inkpad, notepad, pad, lad, crab. Who really created the Marvel Universe? Dr. Monster. Switching to ink mode. But I can't figure out how to change the text. I want to be able to customize the font. So anyways, what is the point of that picture here? It's a character set, case sensitive character set. So I'm thinking these are two characters, they're set. So that helps me remember, visualize that. So white space and new lines. White spaces, tabulators, and line breaks. What are pictures of that? I mean, I could go in and add a picture for each one. I don't need to have it, but it would be a good practice. So we were looking at comments, and then what is a variable? Now, having some pictures of variables is important because variables are symbolic names for values. So, symbolic names for values. What is variable? Save image as. We're going to save it into January Jules Barbie. We're going to call this variables. There too. What is variable? Represents an unknown number. So the new format is JFIF. Fuck, when they start doing that, fuck. That's annoying. P1. P2. P3. Function machine. Okay, so now we got some variables to import. So we're going to anything. Where are all those pictures I just saved? Where's all this? January Jules. Desktop. JPEG image. What the fuck? Weird. All those images are not showing up. I guess I can't import. See, this is why this whiteboard is lame, because I can't import JFIF format images. All those images I just imported, which really I don't understand. I'm catching a cold again. That's a variable. That's a variable. Why is it a variable? Because there's a reason. It's not an object variable. There's a factor. If we're to write the equation, there's a factor that's causing her to react that way, which will be x. So that could be a variable. Is the missing reason why she's looking as crazy as she does. So what are reserved words? JavaScript as a language has keywords that can't be used as identifiers that you would use in your app or app language usage. So JavaScript has its own reserved words. Break, default, for, return, var, case, delete, function, super, void, catch, do, if, switch, while, class, else, import, this, with, constant, export, in, throw, yield, debugger, finally, new, type of. So we can move that back down. I need a better whiteboard program because I can't change the text fast, change the color fast. I like the speed of Google Slides and PowerPoint. I like those kind of style I wish they had those kind of features on this whiteboard though, because it's real great on a big screen where you don't have to worry about changing the font. You can just zoom it out with the scroll. So with those reserved words comes how do you make a statement with the character set that we have, the reserved words like break, and then a character set declaring variables. So you declare your variables. You make a declaration for things to happen. In 3 ways, you can do it with var, which allows to declare global and local variables. Var x, so like var x could be, this girl could be var x. And the second way is by assigning a value. So, what is value? This always declares a global variable, assigning a value. Example, y equals 5. So before we just had a variable. But then when we add a 5 to it, it has a value. So like for x and y. So x could equal 5. Y could equal 5, x or y. But now because there's a number or a character set associated with the variable, this always declares it's a global variable. Okay. Now with the keyword let is used to declare a block scope local variable. Let z equal 13. So that is an example of a declaring a variable. So let's type it out. Whoops. Variable x. Keyword. Wow, this is so weird. That needs to have another color. Why can't I change the color? Oh, finally. Variable. And then when you say a value, this is compared to a global variable. Oh my god, I'm like rubbing my hand against like glitter sandpaper. It feels like on my trackpad on my laptop. It feels weird. Why now? This is we're giving it a value, so why? So if we wanted to, then that color. So this. Three ways to declare variable keyword var value. So I'm going to wait a minute, come on now. This is really getting annoying. Who knows I'm working on this cell. Edit, thank you. 7, so that equals value. Okay. Value. So now because we have a value, that's another way to, and then with the let, so this way right here. Let, and I really want it to be this color. Escape. Oh well. Control Z, Control Z. Enter. Okay. Escape. So I want to get out of there. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we have little dots there. Anyways, that's kind of like a visual representation. So what is this visual? Why is that picture of the crazy lady going to make you remember? You just think of X, like crazy X. So X is like, you have an explanation, it's a crazy factor. So that could be a way to remember that variable X is the missing thing. It's the variable. It's the missing factor that has becomes a key factor because it has value. Or when you let it do something, and let, I believe, is a reserved word. Is it? Well, var is a reserved word. I don't see let in the reserved word. So that's a good question, right? Let children swing on a branch in the country air. Let the children play the guitar with the mama's bear. Where did my stone Temple Pilot album go to the trash? That's an easy one. I wanna find the whole soul in my life. I got these gems that are actual. Oh, cache. Ricochet, James. His name is Ricochet Cache. Um, they're gemstones. So I'm going to glue them onto my $1,000,000 computer laptop. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to glue them on with a hot glue gun. I'm going to see if that's going to make the laptop. Oh my god, it's going to be. Oh! I'm going to do it now. I wish I had A and B glasses. Okay, so I forgot where we were at. You guys should be keeping track and don't always leave the instructor to be. You have to be on top of it. So what were we doing? We were declaring variables. The last is with the let statement. So you want to let that variable equal a value. So then we have your constants. I'm just going to speed through it. And they are read-only declared with a constant keyword. Next, we have printing out variables to the console. And just an FYI, if you access an undeclared variable, throws rows reference error. Rows reference error. And then what we have next is called literals 10. A fixed value that is literally provided to a variable is called a literal. integer, a floating point, another floating point, a string literal, another string literal, a Boolean literal true, a Boolean literal false, regular expression literal for pattern, array literal. Literals. Okay, that's 10. Moving on to the next. 11, we have what is known as data types. And for anybody today, we are live with Node.js. Node.js in a flash. Full flowchart tutorial. The basics of Node.js. Live and tuning into YouTube. We are now on Data Types, Chapter 11. So all of these are just key reference cards for your social help. An extension of our heart to yours. Free education through the Google Cloud. Data types. So we have data type and then description. So under the data types we have a string. What's an example of a string? Hey mom, how are you? Then you have a number, which is another data type. What would be the description of a number? 7643 or 75.25. Then you have a data type called Boolean. What would the description for that be? It's only true or false. And then we have what is called the undefined. How would you define the undefined? A variable with an undefined value. So there's no real definition, it's just a description. As you notice, it's a description, not a definition. A variable with an undefined value. So you don't get the value. So there's not a variable assigned to it. And then you have your data type null, which you'll be losing a lot of, I hear, from developers. They're so goddamn smart. Oh my god, they make me sick. I wish I was smart like those people. YouTube channels and triple double doctorate degrees and job partner in computer science and upper education, scholarly degrees and blah blah blah. IT web, Java, C, blah blah blah, Python expert, Django, React, true or false, undefined. No, a variable with a no value does not exist. Example. It doesn't exist, but it has to exist because this is for like an example if you have a database and there is a space for a non-filled space, like a empty row, empty cell, empty column, empty cell, and then you have objects and arrays, and that's in another. We don't go into depth into objects and arrays, but that's the main break-off point. You got your data type, so just this right here, data types, right here, this right here. You must memorize so the data type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Seven is magic number. Oh, I truly wonder.
the bass up, we about to burn this place up. Turn the bass up, we about to burn this place up. Turn the bass. 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 Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn the bass. 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 Turn it up. 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 Turn the bass. Turn the bass. Turn the bass. Turn the bass up, we about to burn this place up. Turn the bass up, we about to turn the bass up. Turn the bass up, we about to turn the bass up. We about to turn the bass up, we about to turn the bass up. We about to turn the bass up, we about to turn the bass up. We about to turn the bass, 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 burn this place up. Turn the bass. 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 Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn the bass. 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 Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Making LSD. Even tarantula.
You are now in tune to Sound of the DJ Freak, representing Blue Cheese Records.
Yo, this is Collide, and you're listening to Freak in the Mix.
Sound of the DJ Freak live in session. You are now in tune to Sound of the DJ Freak. Just giving the massive a glimpse, a preview, a sample, an example of what he do.
This is Smarty from Dexel, and you're listening to the DJ Freak.
Zombie. They come from the bowels of hell. Hell.
and banish their spirit forms to the
Thank you. A little too much dubstep. Ah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep your steady ears open and your eyes awake. Just soak in the words. Everything that's highlighted. Colors mix and match. Draw from the visual detail. Color code. Absorb, imprint it, map it. So up here, for example, the yellow was symbolic. This highlighted yellow. Number types. We have number type 2 and number type 3. And then we have what you call string types. And then it gets into Boolean type and then undefined type. And then you have null type. We learn that it's good practice to use null in your code, undefined type. I tried to. Try me on myself. Hi, is this Optime? I'm okay. I'm just fighting a cold just a little bit. I tried to get to the other device, but I couldn't get it in time. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Are you ready to talk with Travis?
Oh, okay. Is our appointment already today? I thought it was a 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yes, today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, are you ready to talk with him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Okay, hold on just a moment, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Good afternoon. I'm okay, sort of. I just fighting a head cold. Um, yeah, just it's been on and off. Every time I think it's gone, it comes back. And just trying to stay warm in this cold weather. Yeah, yeah, it's been hard to get around and get things done. But I don't know. I guess it's just get used to it because it is what it is. Just gotta stay warm. I just don't like having. It also could be allergies because I am allergic to dust. So, like, I'm allergic to a lot of things. So sometimes I'll just feel like I'm having the elements of an actual cold, but it's like allergic. I don't take medicine for allergies, so, but I have bad allergic reaction to pollen and dust. So that's another, could be also. But other than that, doing well, just taking classes, doing tutorials and whatnot. Trying to learn JavaScript and Android Studio and Xcode. They are for Android and iOS software programming. Yeah, so I take free tutorials online through free on like colleges, but not like through a university degree. Just a free educate like free course, online course environment. And if you want to get like your a certificate or a doctorate or not or any degree, you have to pay for a certain amount. But I don't do that. I'm just trying to get as much knowledge as I can from the free classes that are now happening now, and just to maintain my because I have two websites and that I built like a year ago, and they're kind of stagnant, and I have to keep relearning. I have to learn WordPress over again. I forgot how to use it, and I have the ability to host my website for free for my house and not have to pay for hosters because I have a server, and it's just setting up. It's difficult. It's a long process. And not having like 100% secure Wi-Fi, like my network, my internet is good. It's reliable. It's pretty fast. It's not super fast, but it's fast enough. But it's not secure enough for the kind of work that I do. So anyway, well, the remote work that I do. Okay.
Alright, so last time you saw the goals you have is to reduce your anxiety score, reduce your depression scale from 9 to 5. Did you get set up with Southern Iowa for like capture?
Yeah, but it's not the right kind for me. It something was off. I can't recall the reason why I didn't follow through with it, but it just didn't work out. I can't recall. Yeah, I just you could just take it out. I don't need that service. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting a lot better at it. I just actually had my assistants cleaning with my floors because I have two small animals, two small dogs, and it's really hard. And they tear up the house, so I got assistants sweep getting the floors mopped really good. But other than that, I probably after I go to the Iowa city for my specialist appointment, I'll find out if I have to go to therapy. I won't know real. I won't. Yeah, I don't really know at this point if I'll be doing physical therapy soon. Yeah, that. Well, I did actually out of that goal, I did lose 20 out of the 40. and then I put it back on. But I did accomplish part of the goal, so that's a bonus. And I was surprised I actually did it. I wasn't expecting it when I found out. No, because I'm still need to work on the weight. I need to lose at least another 40. Yeah. Yeah, I completed one of the two websites. One of them is completely, there's only one, it's a one page site right now. It's only one landing page and there's no actual pages. And they're hosted on different by different companies. So one of them has a web builder, one of them I have to do it all by myself on WordPress. I have to install WordPress on my computer a certain way to do it to edit the pages. That is a certain process, and it's difficult if I don't have the right network setup for that. But that's too complicated to explain right now. I forgot even what the question was. What am I supposed to answer? Yeah, I did complete one. And I passed my SEO. I got high scores on my SEO, like on my Google SEO, which actually was like almost 750 questions. It took 3 days to pass this SEO test. Yeah, I still work on that all the time, daily. That's important, especially because I don't communicate with a lot of people. I talk to myself every day, all the day, and make a lot of voice recordings and like videos for YouTube. But and I talk to my animals and stuff. But I also talk to my mom. But we don't always we argue all the time. So trying to we'll figure out better ways of communicating without like getting angry is it gets rough. Okay. Hmm. How much interest and pleasure of doing things?
Yeah, do you feel that way sometimes?
Um, I will say half of the time because half the time I'm stressed about doing things. So it's 50-50, 50-50. It's been about 60-40 percentage. I've been down 60 lately just because I'm not where I'm supposed to be, where I was planning to be by the new year. Like I was trying to make New Year's goals, just personal goals, just to be further in my progression of my studies. I've accomplished some great things in 9 months. I did a 9 month, was a little bit every day. No, I don't have any problems with sleep lately. Thanks. I don't know how. Yeah, I still have that a lot. Yeah, every day. Every day. I get tired. I maybe overeat twice a week.
How yourself or have like yourself?
At least once a week. Yeah, I can't watch TV. I can't follow it, and I don't can't watch news. I can't like get through a program. Like I'll have it running in the background. That's why I do video tutorials for my online school courses because I can rewind them, go at my pace. Like I can't do live in real time. That is a weird, good question because it kind of it changes. Sometimes I have more energy for no reason, and then I feel like I can't wake up at all. Like I'm completely dead. And the balance of that I can't really say, but it's like a flopped. It's kind of like an hourglass upside down that keeps changing, and it never gets balanced. I don't know how to answer that. Not lately, so I'm pretty good in that area. In that area, yeah. Exchanging with doing exchanges with people. It makes me like what's the word I'm looking for? Paralyzed. Yeah, but not like physically, literally, like I can't move, but if emotionally, it feels like that. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Uh huh.